Welcome. In this video today I will show you the family tree of Gaius Julius Caesar, the famous dictator and citizen of Rome. I will show you the older part of this family tree that is not known too well. So I will start at the bottom of the tree. Here we can see Emperor Augustus. He was the first emperor of Rome after the defeat of Mark Antony at the Battle of Actium. Augustus was also a consul at the time of the Roman Republic, as we can see this eagle. And Caesar also adopted him, and he was his grandnephew. We can also see other son of Gaius Julius, Ptolemaeus 15 Caesarion, and he was killed on the orders of Augustus. And Caesar had Caesarion with Cleopatra. When we go up, we can see the famous conqueror Gaius Julius Caesar. He was also a consul. He conquered Gaul and won the civil war against Pompey. So I probably do not need to introduce him more. When we go up, we can see Caesar's father, Gaius Julius Caesar the Older, which died at the time when our Caesar have been 15 years old. We can also see his mother, who comes from the famous family of Cotta. A lot of her relatives were consuls, like her father Lucius Aurelius Cotta and her grandfather Lucius Aurelius Cotta. They had the same name, but probably the most important person is Gaius Marius. He was also a consul, and he was fighting Lucius Cornelius Sulla, and he lost. So Caesar in his early life had great difficulties with him because Sulla became a dictator, and he also tried to implement measures that the people won't become dictators again. But when we see Caesar, he didn't succeed. Now, when we move to the father of Gaius Julius Caesar and to his grandmother Marcia, we can track her ancestors to the kings of Rome. One of her ancestors were Ancus Marcius. He was the fourth Roman king, and his mother was Pompila. And here we get to the second Roman king, Numa Pompilius, and also through his wife Tatia we can get to the Titus Tatius, the king of Sabines. And Titus, after the abdication of the Sabines, it is the famous historical event, and Jacques-Louis David made a great painting about this event. He went to war with Rome, and he was for a time co-ruler of Rome. So now, if we move to Caesar's grandfather, I can see his name, Gaius Julius Caesar II, and his father was Gaius Julius Caesar I. And after this line, and about his life wrote Publius Vergilius Maro, the famous writer and poet. And his story of how he get to Rome is very similar to the story of Odysseus. When we move up, we can see Anchises, who is the son of the Dardanian king, and he was buried in Sicily. He couldn't make it on the boat to Rome, and the mother of Aeneas is Venus, the goddess of love. And from this line, Caesar claims that he is the ancestor of a god, and he is right. When we move down, we can see that by another line, the Gaius Julius Caesar is also a relative to Mark Antony, who was also consul. Here we can see Marcus Antonius Creticus, Marcus Antonius' father. He is mostly famous for his unsuccessful campaign against pirates in the Mediterranean Sea. His cognomen Creticus was given to him as a joke because he tried to invade Crete, but he failed and he had to sign a very unfair treaty to get himself out of Crete and to save his own life. So those are all of the ancestors of Gaius Julius Caesar. I have also tried to find his family's herb or family crest. The closest thing that I have found is this. It is coat of arms of the Colonna family, and they claimed to be descendant from the Julio-Claudian dynasty. So this is all. If you would like to download this family tree, you can download it from the link below. I hope that you like this video. I hope that you learned something new. I will see you at the next videos. I hope that you will subscribe, and goodbye.